What's going on, folks? It's your boy Joe, your boy Long Beach Joe, and I am back at it, back at it, back at it again. I'm back at it again, man. Hey, listen, I know we're a little later than normal, right? But your boy is here to talk to you about the Steelers and the Jets, okay? We also am going to be discussing the loss of Elijah Vera-Tucker, which looks like at this point that he's going to be done for the season with the injury. So we're going to discuss that. We're going to be talking about it all, man. Again, I know I'm a little bit more late than usual, okay? But your boy's here, and we're going to talk about this and have a really good, quick, clean show. We're going to have a lot of fun, okay? Salutes to everybody, okay? Salutes. All right, let me get into the show. Listen, I am the man of the people. I'm here for the people. Let me shamelessly promote my Facebook page. Everyone go on Facebook, search The Long Beach Joe Show. Like that page. My content's up there. Go ahead and give it a listen. Message me. I'll message you right back. I love going back and forth with you folks about this football team. Also, leave me some feedback. I love hearing about what folks think I do here on The Long Beach Joe Show, okay? Deontay, salutes. Good to see you in the building. Man, I want to thank everybody that hit your boy up on Facebook, okay? A lot of things moving and shaking. A lot of people loving the takes. I want to thank y'all for that, all right? I'm also on Twitter as well, okay? For those of you that want me to stop calling it Twitter, that's never going to happen, okay? So just let that go, okay? At some point, you got to let it go, all right? Come on over to Twitter. Type in @The Long Beach Joe, @The Long Beach Joe, okay? On Twitter. Go ahead and follow me. I'll follow you right back. Let's go back and forth, okay? You want to troll me? Let's get into it. I love having great discussions. Some people don't want to have discussions, though. They want to yell. I don't have a problem with that. I'll yell right back at you, okay? So please come on over. Hit your boy up. Follow me. I'll follow you right back, and let's get it, okay? And also, for those of you that may not know, your boy is live, okay? Live, okay? On YouTube. Come on over to YouTube, okay? Long Beach Joe Jets on YouTube, okay? Subscribe, hit that notification bell. So when I post content, you'll be in the know. Also give the stream a thumbs up, all right? Now, keep in mind, when you come over and you watch the content on YouTube, okay, you're going to have to deal with some people. I'll call them the savages. That's my chat. They're savage. You want to know why? Because they're savage. That's why I call them the savages. They get after it, okay? Salutes to everybody, okay? Deontay, I see you in the building. Salutes. How's your day going? My day's going great. Phenom, salutes. Good to see you in the building. He says LBJ is on. That's a fact. That's a fact. Okay? And we're here to talk about it. All right? We're here to talk about it. Please give the stream a thumbs up, subscribe. All right? So we got to get into it. Okay, lines are open, 805-885-0467. Call in when you like, and we're going to talk that talk tonight because we have quite a bit to discuss. Okay, again, I apologize. I'm a little later than normal, but here we are. Okay, and we're talking that talk. Now, I'm going to start off with this. We all know the Steelers, are going to be the Jets' first opponent this season, and it's coming up fast. All right. But before the game, right? Before the game, of course, the Jets get a critical loss. A critical loss along their offensive line, which sucks. Elijah Vera-Tucker looks like he's gone for the season with a triceps injury. For those of you that may not know, that's what's happened. Now, I think this is the second time he suffered a triceps injury before, okay? This is rough, okay? Now, he is getting a second opinion to confirm the injury and see if surgery is needed. He is doing that. But they confirmed that or they haven't confirmed whether he needs a surgery or not. But it's being talked about as pretty much being a season ender, okay, at this point. So we'll see what happens when he goes and gets that second. I'm sure it's going to get, put out. And I'm hoping everything's going to be okay. I'm hoping that it's not a triceps injury that's bad enough to keep him out for the rest of the year. I'm hoping that everything's going to be just squared away and good to go. But we'll see what happens. But again, as of now, it's looking like it's a season ender. Okay. And this sucks because AVT is a big part of our offensive line. All right. A big part of the Jets' offensive line. This is a guy that, first off, we've known from day one. This guy has come in and been a leader. He is a captain this year as well. He was voted a captain too. He's been an integral part of the Jets' offensive line. Moving from right guard to left guard. Moving from both of those guard spots. He's been out in tackle as well. Right tackle. He's played left tackle. He's played everything along the offensive line except center. And I'm pretty sure he'd be able to do that, right? So his versatility here is going to be missed. And so now you look at the Jets' offensive line with this shakeup right before the season opener. Right before it's go time, we get hit with this. And now the Jets' offensive line is going to see some shuffling, right? From the early looks of it, it's looking like Myers is probably going to stay within that center role. They're probably going to move Tippmann over to that right guard spot. Hold on one second. Rusty, is that you?
Yeah, it is, fam.
Hold on one second. I'm going to quickly move through these things and we're going to come to you. I want to talk to you, all right? Just give me 1 second.
Yep. No doubt. I'll keep quiet.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, with AVT moving out of that spot, if it is season ending, right? You're probably going to have Myers at center. You're probably going to see Simpson on that other side, and they'll probably move Tippmann over to that guard spot, okay? Now, we saw that, early in the preseason as well. And I'm hoping that that's going to be okay and that's going to work things out, okay? I'm hoping that that's going to be okay. But this is a big hit. It's a big hit to the Jets' offensive line. This was a guy that, I'm telling you, I've been talking about constantly, and I'm hoping that everything is okay with him. And it's also a guy that I believe is on the last year of his contract too. So we're looking at him. This could have implications on his future here. It sucks to say that, but it absolutely could. He's had injury issues in the past that has kept him out, as we all know. Man, it just sucks to see him go down. It sucks to see him go down. And I'm going to continue to say that I wish him a speedy recovery, and I can't wait to see AVT back. I really can't wait. Man, it sucks. He's the SC guy too. Fight on. So we're going to see what happens going forward. There's a shuffle along the Jets offensive line, which could be big. So as we go from that, I want to talk about, we talk about the shuffling along the offensive line. Jets Steelers, baby. Listen, we're matching up week 1 Aaron Rodgers. Okay. And there's already been some things going on, moving and shaking surrounding that. As y'all know, New York media, they don't sleep. They don't sleep. And of course, we knew immediately there was going to be questions about Aaron Rodgers directly to Aaron Glenn, because Aaron Glenn was the guy that decided to move on from Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Glenn and his new staff, when they first got here, they said, hey, we're going to move forward. We're going to move on from him. It's time to go. And they went and grabbed Justin Fields. Aaron Glenn, the way he's handled it, he basically he wanted to put the kibosh to even talking about Aaron Rodgers when they asked him about scouting him. I'm going to let you folks hear the audio from the presser of Aaron Glenn speaking to the media, being questioned about Aaron Rodgers and what he sees as far as scouting him. Here it goes.
When you looked at film, I'm sure probably before you got here, you looked when you were deciding whether to keep him or not. What did you see on film about what he has left at his age?
That's been gone. So I'm not going to answer questions about guys that's not here and what I saw. Right now I'm looking at what our guys can do. So just like I said, I'm not going to sit there and answer questions on what I saw back then that's not relevant to right now.
Whew. You let it be known. You let it be known. Aaron Glenn, not happy. Okay? Not happy with them questions. And he's not answering anything about scouting Aaron Rodgers at all. That's not what he's going to do. We all knew that this was going to come, especially when Aaron Rodgers signed with the Steelers, that, they were going to start pressing him about these things. But we know that Aaron Glenn does not play those games. He stands on business, and he says what he says. He's going to do what he's going to do. I mean, it is what it is. He handles the media the way that he's handled it. I know there were some Jets fans that were like, bro, you could have handled that better. I've talked to some Jets fans that have said that he could have just said, hey, listen, the guy, he's solid. We took a look. I want to keep that to myself. But this is the way he decides to handle the media, and he put a stop to it all. Now, Aaron Rodgers, on the other hand, he kind of downplayed playing the Jets week 1 too. I want you folks to hear what he said to the media when they asked him about playing the Jets week 1 and if this has fired him up. Here it goes.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see. It just depends. Obviously, if you have to have something, otherwise, I'll speak for myself. I have to have something, otherwise, I'm probably in the wrong profession. So I'll be definitely excited come Sunday, but Wednesday just kind of going through the week of preparation.
Let me tell you something.
With Xfinity,
We can
I'm
stream
hearing from
America's
both people.
pastime with no
Okay.
hiccup.
I'm hearing from both guys, as we just heard, okay? I don't believe it. If you don't think that Aaron Rodgers wants to light the New York Jets up and put up 450 against us and have 5 touchdowns, you're out of your mind, okay? You're out of your mind. This is something that he's cooking up. He wants a revenge game. He does. And he wants to absolutely stick it to us. That's a fact. That's a fact. We know Aaron Rodgers, he played for us 2 years. All right? So I'm looking at this situation. I'm saying to myself, this New York Jets team better be very prepared. Very prepared. And I understand that Aaron Glenn, keep everything business, button up. Hey, he's not answering questions. Salutes to all the savages in the chat. I see you. Deontay, JD, Coach, I see you in the building. Salutes. Phenom. I understand. But I'm telling you like this. If the Jets come out and lose bad and look bad, we won't hear the end of it, especially from Jets fans. I'm just keeping it all the way real. Not saying that I hope the Jets lose. I'm not saying that at all. I want to see a victory to start out. I want to see the Jets go 12-0, right? I want to see the Jets win every last game of the season, all of them. I want to see them start off 12-0, finish the season without a loss, all of that. But this is the game where you got to go out there and you got to make that statement, dog. You have to bring everything to Aaron Rodgers this game, and you got to find a way to stop him. Because I'm telling you, and I know nobody wants to hear this, but I'm going to be the guy to say it because y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's true. If the Jets come out and don't take care of business and look bad, especially if they lose bad, the first thing that Jets media is going to say, and the first thing that a lot of people in this fan base is going to say, is that we never should have let Aaron Rodgers go. And that the decline of the Jets from here down is all going to be blamed on Aaron Glenn, and they're going to want him out of the building. I'm telling y'all, the lines is open, 805-885-0467. Y'all know it's true. I've been a Jets fan my whole life. Trust me. They will absolutely put Aaron Glenn through the ringer unless the Jets come out and look solid. I'm talking playing to the wall, to the gills. If the Jets get blown out in this game, oh, baby, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Now, of course, right, I'm looking at this Steelers team really quickly before we get to the lines. Rusty, I'll come to you in a second. Again, the lines are open, 805-885-0467. The Jets defense has to come out and put big pressure on Aaron Rodgers immediately. They must. They must put big pressure on him. Get him off his spot, bang him around instantly. I want to see Will McDonald all over the place. I want to see guys flying all over the place. You have to get some pressure on him. DK Metcalf is out there, as we know, right? He out there with them Steelers. I need to see Sauce lock that down. I know that Sauce is dealing with a calf injury. He's going to play. It's light practice. He's going to play, right? Also, Tyrod Taylor is still dealing with a little of that knee stuff, but he's going to be out there as well. So I'm looking around, man. DK Metcalf is a big assignment for him. That's a big guy. Go out there and lock him up, Sauce. I also want to see if Sauce travels in this game. That's another big one for me because I know we talked about the Jets staff has already talked about him moving around a little bit, possibly traveling. I want to see if he's going to travel in this upcoming game against the Steelers. Defensively, I also want to see the New York Jets stop the run here. The Steelers are going to run the football at us. That's a fact. Okay? We all know what they bring to the table. That boy Warren and Caleb Johnson, we got to be prepared for them defensively. If the Jets can't stop the run and struggle like they did last season, we're going to have a lot of problems. A lot of problems. And that's what supposedly the Jets are going to stop it. That's what this staff is supposed to bring the toughness here. Quinnen, all those guys up front, you got to stay solid, bruh. The Steelers tight end as well, Furmuth and Jonnu Smith, better be prepared for them. These backers got to be ready. They're going to test the Jets defense for sure. And Aaron Rodgers is absolutely looking to light us up, like I said. Now, offensively, I think that this is what's going to be really huge because there's a lot of question marks surrounding the Jets' offensive line. If you do not figure out how to get T.J. Watt blocked, you're going to have some problems. You're going to have some problems, dog. T.J. Watt, McQueen, all those guys, you better be prepared. The Steelers, I'm telling you, they're going to bring it. They're going to bring pressure, and they're going to bring blitzes for sure. And Justin Fields has to be careful because they got Jalen Ramsey and Darius Slay. Jalen Ramsey's still a really good corner in this league. I know some people feel whatever type of way they feel about him. He's still really good. So you must be prepared for him. Be very careful with the football and how you get rid of it. The Jets have to run the football effectively against the Steelers. They have to. And that's why this loss of Vera-Tucker, it hurts, man. It hurts. But this Jets offensive line got to move forward. Just because you're losing a guy, teams are not going to feel bad for you. They're going to still continue to bring that sledgehammer to you. And that's a fact. The Jets have to be able to open holes. That offensive line has to be able to open holes. And Breece, Braylon, Isaiah, they got to get rolling, man. The Jets running game has to be effective in this game. It has to. Because if the Jets are sitting at 3-8, 3-9, 3-7, they're going to pin their ears back and bring the pressure like never before. Armand Membu, he's going to be targeted. Trust me. They're going to stack his side of the line. They're going to test him. They're going to test him. They want to see what that rookie's going to bring to the table. So we're going to see as well. It's going to be a solid game, man. I'm excited about it. But I'm telling you, the Jets got to come out and look sharp and, cut out the issues with the penalties. I know this is a different regime, but we've seen this throughout preseason, right? Excessive penalties. We saw it against the Giants, real sloppy. Can Aaron Glenn stop that? You give the Steelers easy peasy penalty yardage, baby, let me tell you something. They're going to take those and punch them in. Okay? You keep giving them first downs, they're going to finish with a TD. All right? So I'm going to stop talking because I can talk all day about this upcoming game. But we got callers on the line. Salutes to you. On the line. Give me 1 second. Rusty. Again, 805-885-0467. Please give the stream a thumbs up wherever you're watching me from. Please share the stream across your social media with your friends and their family. All right. If you want to give to the platform, Super Chat is in the at the top of the chat. Cash App is at the bottom of the screen. Anything you give to the platform is greatly appreciated. Okay. Salutes to all the savages in the chat. I see y'all. If you have any questions, comments, anything you guys want to say, put it in the chat. I will come to you in between calls. Okay. A lot of statements. JD says we can't catch a break. That's a fact. Can't catch a break, man. It sucks. We lost Vera-Tucker. But we're going to see what happens. Rusty, salutes. We're coming to you. For those of you that do not know Rusty, he's a savage. Rusty's a savage, and he's in the building. Salutes to you, Rusty. Rusty, man, we're going to start here first. What are your thoughts about Vera-Tucker, man, and his triceps injury? How are you feeling about it?
Mr. Glass.
Well, here we go.
Did you just hang up on me?
No, I just said, here we go. Mr.
Oh.
Glass out the gate. I mean, no kind of.
You said it so quick, and then all of a sudden it sort of sounded like a click. I'm like, oh, wow, man.
Like, come on, Mr. Glass out the gate, bro. Out the gate? Like,
Yeah.
No, like, man, I wish it. Oh, Mr. Glass. Like, wow. Go ahead, Rusty. I'm just listening. But y'all, the savages, y'all see. This is what I talk about. This man calls in straight savage. He don't give a crap. Come on, man.
Well, it's not like I want to call, like, it sucks. I wish that wasn't him. But, truth be told, like, he goes somewhere else next year, the guy's never going to get an injury and play for another 15 years. It's like, I don't know, man. We're cursed, beyond cursed. It's unbelievable. It so stinks.
It sucks.
Like,
it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. And I'm hoping, like
I mean,
said,
the only good thing is that I'm sorry, bud, what were you saying?
No, go ahead. You said the only good thing is what?
That we at least have, a sort of starting center, and then Tippmann plays good at guard, but we're already thin week one. And, yeah, it's here we go, with our Jetsness. And I just want us to win this game. And then if we lose and go 1-16, whatever, this draft class coming up is stacked. So at least Glenn's in his Glenn's in his first year. He'll be safe. I like how he deals with the media, and then just draft Nussmeier and get a center and do whatever, but get Nussmeier with our first pick. But oh gosh, it sucks, dude.
Yeah.
It sucks that our line just can't be our line. Damn Joe Namath and selling his soul. Really? That guy's got to go.
Well, here's the thing.
Just go away already.
And you're bringing up some good points. And even earlier, first off, like I said, I'm wishing AVT a speedy recovery. And again, he's going to get a second opinion. We're going to see what happens.
I heard it was bad, though.
Yeah, that's the report, that it's really bad, and it's a triceps injury, and it's really bad. I'm hoping that he doesn't need surgery. I'm hoping that it's not as bad as some people are saying. But as of right now, again, it's looking like it's a season ender. Now, I know you talk about him playing
week 10.
I heard season ending. That's what was initially reported, that it was a season ending. But maybe it's changing. Again, everything's moving and shaking. But it looked like everybody from every report has said it's looking like a season ending injury to this point. But I'm hoping maybe it is just a week 10 guy. Maybe a week 10 thing. I would love that. Well, I wouldn't love that. It's better than no season at all. But we'll see what happens going forward, especially if he needs surgery. I'm sure that could change the time up. We'll see what happens. But again, with him being on that last year, this does put, his future here with the New York Jets in question. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Unless he wants a significant pay cut, and I don't know.
And that's what I was going to ask you. If you're the Jets general manager, if he doesn't come back this season, what are you doing with AVT? Are you willing to move on from him? Is there something, maybe a contract you'd like to work out for him? Or how would you handle this situation? Let's say if he doesn't come back this season and it is a season ender.
Oh, I'm hitting the draft. I mean, I want him to stick around, but bet you're Mr. Glass. I'm hitting that draft, homie. As terrible as that sounds, you have to. And yeah, I don't know. I'd first give him the benefit of the doubt. I would tell him straight up. Be like, look, man, I want you to get healthy. I want this, but we are drafting somebody at that position because of, and you got to show him the history report, unfortunately, and take it from there, and just be prepared that if he walks, he walks, because you can't give him top dollar. You can't give him, big contract, big money, even if it's not top dollar. You'd have to, of course the guy would be getting paid millions still, but you can't go out there and, fortunately, sucks, because we know that he's good, but you're only as good as you are on the field, and it's not like he's getting pulled from the games because he sucks. He's getting, he can't show up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
When he gets injured, it's bad injured. It's not like, like a broken finger or something like that, or pulls. It's majors.
Yeah. He's had some, and this again is a second triceps injury. And salutes to the Savages. Sean Sharp says AVT honestly would have been a top 30 New York Jet if he stayed healthy. I don't know. He's got the talent. And JD also says it's scary to even give him a prove it deal. He's been injured 3 out of the 4 years now, which is a legitimate point. Here's what I would do if I was the Jets general manager. Salutes to the Savages. Keep giving me your thoughts in the chat. Here's what I would do. If I was the Jets general manager, I would give him an incentive-laden deal. I'm talking heavy on the incentive-laden stuff. And I wouldn't mind keeping him around if it was a deal that worked for the Jets and worked for him. But it would be heavily incentive-laden. And it's because, like you said as well, he just, there's so many issues staying healthy. But when he is healthy, the versatility that he brings to your line is wild. Like, it's wild, dude. Like, it's crazy. He can literally play every single position. So I know it's going to be a tough call. We'll see what happens going forward with AVT. Again, I'm hoping that it's not a season ender, but initially the reports were that, like you said, there's been reports. You came on and said that he'll be back week 10. We'll see.
That's what I heard, but who knows? You've probably seen a lot more going through the Twitterverse and the whatever.
Yeah, it's swirling. So, but everything that I've seen at this point, everyone's pretty much reporting it's a season-ending injury.
Oof.
And that they're waiting to see. He's getting a second opinion. I want to keep saying that. Yeah. He's getting a second opinion. We'll see what's going on when he needs surgery, but it's not looking good. And the shakeup along the Jets' offensive line probably puts Titman in that right guard spot and put Mayers at center. So we're going to see. But I want to go to this game with you, man. Now we know AVT's not going to be out there. Yo, what are your thoughts? Aaron Rodgers, week 1. The media's already trying to hammer away at Aaron Glenn, man. Do you think that Aaron Glenn is ready for the pressure of this season opener going up against the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers, man?
I think so. I mean, he was part of the Kotai years, man. You know, like, and he was part of, you know, the Parcells year where it was basically like 5 plays made it. And of course, you know, the Zebras, the refs always like to help out other people. That happened in Denver in '98. But he's seen it, you know, and I like how he treated the media. He's just like, you know, you go kick rocks, pound salt, like, you know, like dismisses them. I love that. Doesn't even play games. It's just like, yeah, no, go, no, you know. It doesn't give the Steelers anything to go by. Doesn't, you know, gives nobody anything like that. It's all, and that was the same thing with A-Rod. Unfortunately, that's why I think he's keeping his mouth shut. We didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing. And now it's just, it's one of them stalemate things where it's like, don't give them anything. Don't say anything. And
here's my thing, though. Here's my thing is I understand, like, and I love Aaron Glenn. I really do. Everyone knows that's the guy that I wanted to be the Jets head coach. He was definitely my top guy. But the you know, the tough guy act, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here. The tough guy act, and this is how I go. That's cool if you're winning. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
like that.
Yeah,
that's,
no, I feel you. I don't think he's doing the tough guy act. Cool. I just think he's doing the New York media nonsense.
Yeah, even
you know
even
what
that.
I mean?
Yeah, but even that, like, new sheriff in town, that's cool. But if you're not winning, boy, that act gets old. You know what I'm saying? Especially with a lot of the people in the fan base. I do like how he's handling
I hate the Jets media.
Go ahead. What'd you say?
No, I appreciate what he's doing because I hate the Jets media. It's like they don't like us. You don't hear other teams like bad mouthing their teams and saying all this other stuff. Meanwhile, our team, like media, that's all they do. You know, like they go for like the low hanging fruit or the things where they just want to get, you know, what is it they're saying? It bleeds, it leads, or whatever it's called. Yeah. So I don't know.
But the thing
is,
like you gotta
dismissive of them.
The thing is though, you got to turn that into wins, though, dog.
Oh yeah,
like you know what I'm saying? Like you got to turn that into wins. And again, I love Aaron Glenn, and I understand. I like how he's handling the media.
And
but you got to turn that into W's too,
with AVT. So them asking him right now, you know, it's just like, you know, that. Like, oh, did I say? Yeah, you just said the wrong thing at the wrong time, type of deal. You know, it's like, oh, too soon. It's like, yeah, it is too soon, dude. Like by how they act about it, but of course, it's New York media. You know, that's what they do.
So as we continue on, man, we're looking at this situation. What are your expectations of Justin Fields in Week 1, bro?
I mean, just play smart, and I hope they game plan for him, like our team. You know what I mean? Like our offensive coordinator goes to his strengths. Like, you can't expect him to sit there and pick teams apart like a Manning or, you know, something like that. Do like quick feed read options. If it's there, hit it. You know, look for two guys open, seeing if there's a safety over the top, seeing if you could do a pump and play action, and motion. Keep them on their heels. And then if you're, you know, if you got to run, you use your feet and you do your thing and go, you know. Dude runs like a freaking gazelle, and he's bigger than a lot of people think, too. Like, he's a pretty big quarterback. And, yeah, just go for it. And that's what I hope. Like, less is more. You know what I mean? Like, just keep it that way. And if we win the coin flip, please, for the love of God, defer to the second half. That way, you know, like, if worse comes to worse happens, I don't want them to see them score a touchdown or a field goal with, you know, no time remaining in the second quarter, and then they have the ball, and then it's like you know what I mean? Typical stuff that always happens to us. But I just hope they play to Justin Fields' strengths and don't, you know,
that's exactly
put so much out there.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I want to see, you know, I'm not expecting a lot out of Justin Fields week 1.
Okay.
I'm not asking him. I don't want to. I mean, if it happens, cool. But I'm not looking forward to him going out there. I'm not saying that he has to go out there and throw for 300-plus yards in this game. No. I want him to go out there, be solid, concise with his decisions, get the ball out of his hands very quickly, and just keep moving the chains. That's all I want to see.
Yeah.
That's all I care
We have
about.
the running backs for it. We can knock them in the mouth.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And it's,
you know, but you got to keep them humble to where you can drop it over the top.
Yeah. And it's because my biggest concern is the Steelers pass rush, especially with our offensive line shuffling now. I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned about that Steelers pass rush. J.J. Watt being definitely one of my biggest concerns, man.
Dude, and they got baby J.J. Watt, too. They got Jack Sawyer, who they drafted.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying it because of the Ohio State. Like, that kid is no joke, man. A lot of people slip on. Like, he's a dirty dog, bro. And he's starting out of the Steelers defense. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not handed to you.
You got some background
by
noise.
Tomlin.
I don't know if you got some background noise.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm grabbing ice.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
So it's all right. So I'm looking at it, man, and I'm saying to myself, hey, you know, they got some guys up front, and I know that they're going to bring pressure. And I think that Armand Mimbu is definitely going to be the guy they're going to target because he's a rookie. I think that they're going to stack that side, and I think you're going to see a lot of blitzes and a lot of issues. And I'm hoping that Tanner Engelstrand and this staff, I'm hoping they adjust to the game plans. Because in the past, and again, this is a new staff, but in the past, you and I, everybody watching has known that the Jets offensive staff often, you know, struggles to make adjustments in times, you know, during the game. But I'm hoping that, and again, I believe that Engelstrand and his, you know, his offensive staff is going to make the adjustments if they see Mimbu, struggling at times during this game. Do you agree with that?
I agree, and I hope that they do. Like, if they don't, I would honestly, have, what's his name, Beck, or just have him, you know, like off his rear, like in the back set as a fullback. Somebody comes through, chip that person, let him go out as a tight end. I would have two tight ends the whole entire game. You know, and have one disguised as a fullback. That way for running plays, you could do whatever. Give Fields a little bit more help. Help out Myers, help out Tittman, you know, and just slow him down. Like, an extra 1 second is crucial. Like, an extra 1 second might as well be 5 minutes.
Facts.
So it's huge, man.
Yeah. What are you expecting on the ground, man? Because I'm looking at the ground game. I'm saying the Jets' running game has to be effective in this game. Because if it's not, I think we're going to have a lot of trouble. Are you on the same page with me?
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no reason why we shouldn't. The only reason why we shouldn't is if, like, Fields just absolutely can't throw, which we know he has a cannon. But, you know, like, what was it? Brees's first year, he knocked out, what was it, in one game? He knocked out 3 defensive backs. Braylon Allen does that religiously. like not even trying. People go and try and tackle him by the legs. He just knees him in the head, and they're just out for the count.
Mm-hmm.
Did it already in the preseason a couple times. And, yeah, like, there's no reason why they shouldn't, you know? Like, you get through that first line of defense, even linebacker, they're like one-on-one with either Braylon will just run somebody over, and Brees should be able to, like, juke him once and just take off.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hope that they aren't afraid to throw Brees the ball as well.
Oh,
you know?
yes.
Like,
Yes.
Holy cow! I didn't know he could catch until week 10. We have that blew my mind. Like you're the
Rusty,
offensive coordinator. Us as fans knew about this coming
started.
in when as you.
Don't you even get it started, bro. Don't even get it started.
God.
New staff. We're moving forward. We're not thinking about that old stuff.
Just my
old
Jets
stuff is
PTSD,
old.
bud. You know,
old stuff is old. Let's move forward, okay? No, but I'm right there with you. I'm hoping that the New York Jets do utilize Brees coming out in the passing game. I think that will help, especially with some of the pressure I think the Steelers are going to bring. I think that utilizing some screens against some of these blitzes that I know the Steelers are going to bring, because they're going to bring a lot of heat, I think will be really effective for the New York Jets offense.
So you treat an aggressive defense like we got done dealt with, when we couldn't deal with screens and people would just dump it off and get 50 yards.
That's a fact.
What?
That's a fact. That literally used to happen to us all the time. All the time. I'm talking cooked.
Third
like
and
you
30, no problem. The teams would covet it. They were like, all right, fine, here's a screen, 35 yards.
Dump it off.
What?
They would dump it off. We would send a crazy blitz. They dump it off and 25 yards on 3rd and 10. We've seen it multiple times. But, again, when you have a very aggressive defense, and that's what I think, again, the Steelers are going to bring to the table. Speaking of that, man, look, they got a heck of a secondary too. Patrick Ramsey, they got Porter Jr., Darius Slay, man. They got some players, especially Ramsey. He's a really good corner. What are you thinking about?
But he is when he is, and he's
and
on
he ain't when he ain't.
When
Is that what you're
on,
trying to say?
On.
He is when he is, but he ain't when he ain't. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's a weird thing. Like, okay, we're seeing him the first week, so he's not going to be tired. He's not going to be all brute. You know what I mean? Like, he's fresh. He's fresh as you can be as an NFL athlete. You know what I mean? Like, this is week 1. So he's going to be in. Yeah, he's going to be an issue to deal with.
Yeah, listen, he's still one of the top corners in the league. He still put things together. But you got Garrett Wilson going out there. We had big questions about that number 2 option. Do you think Garrett Wilson's going to be able to carry this weight in game 1? Do you think he gets over 100 yards against this Steelers secondary?
I'm going to say no that he does, because anytime I say yeah, it goes the opposite way with stuff like that. No, I'm going to be like, yeah, no, watch him get like 250 or something crazy like that. But it all depends on like how they jam him, I guess, and what they if they, I'll say it, I guess, this way. If they make Fields feel very uncomfortable, it's I don't know, it's iffy. If we hold up our end of the deal with the line and protecting Fields for that extra 1 second, I think he's got a strong shot at least hitting a buck.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more.
Okay.
But then that comes into play too. Who's our number 2? I hope it's not
just about to say
hands
that.
Lazard, cinder block Lazarded one.
Yep.
Like, oh, that guy's horrendous. I can't stand it.
But here's the thing, and you touched on it. I was literally going to talk about this, and Sean Sharp salutes to you. Savage in the chat says Garrett Wilson maybe 80 yards and a touchdown. Listen, the Jets number 2 option. Like, hey, who's going to pop up, show up, and show out? Who's it going to be? Like, let's say they shut Garrett Wilson down and he's not able to get loose, and he's, kind of put the clamps on him schematically. Who else is going to jump off the charts? Is it going to be Allen Lazard? Because he's been terrible. Is it Josh Reynolds? Like, who is it going to be that's going to step up? Is this going to – I've been talking about Mason Taylor all offseason. I've been talking about him.
I hope so.
Is the rookie going to have a big game 1? That's the big question for me as well offensively. It's like, all right, cool. Garrett Wilson, I think he'll be able to do his thing in this game, honestly, right? He could have, just like Sean said, I think he could end up with 80 yards and a touchdown. But who else is going to be, impactful out there, wideout? Who is it going to be? I think that's a big question going into this game. A big question.
Oh wait. Imagine like Smitty gets open and he like can catch. Like we've been seeing him actually catch. That kid's got wheels. You know, like Fields can just chuck the ball and Smith can just. He's got like that Dante Hall speed. You know what I mean? Like that. He's just out. And if that kid can catch the ball, that might be one of the steals of the draft.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, but too, like Reynolds, I like Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
I just hate Fields, dude. I mean, not Fields, Lazard.
Yeah.
Like, I hate Lazard. Like, I'd be scared that he would hold the clipboard, you know? Like, he's going to drop it all the time. Like, no, don't give him that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's, oh, man, what a predicament, you know? Because he can block, and he's a big body, but he's got cinder blocks for hands.
Yeah. I mean, it's man, it's
make him
tough.
a free safety.
It's a tough situation, and I'm hoping that, like I said, I'm hoping someone steps up, man. I'm really hoping someone steps up.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And then I hope Will starts E-I-E-I-O and gets his sacks.
Yeah.
I really want to start chanting E-I-E-I-O every time he rocks Rodgers.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He's got it, and that's what I'm saying. Look, listen, the pressure's got to get put on Aaron Rodgers. Will McDonald, these guys have got, because if you let Aaron Rodgers sit back and dial up things in the pocket, I'm telling you, with this Steelers offense and we'll get cooked. We'll get cooked.
Yeah.
So pressure is top priority. And again, I'm looking at Sauce and I'm saying, I'm wondering if Sauce is going to travel in this game, because I know they're going to move DK Metcalf around. You know, we all know that. You know, and I'm wondering if Sauce is going to, you know, be able to travel with him. And if not, can Stevens put the clamps on? You feel me? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, I wonder if they'll do something like the old Bill Belichick method, to where, like, I hate that guy, but like seeing him, so like, I know him. Like, that's how much I hate him and what he's done to him.
Yeah.
Like, what he used to do is he would never take his number one corner or defensive back and put him on another number one. He would always take his number two and double that number two. So it would force you to throw to your number two wide receiver with the number one cornerback guarding him. And Glenn sort of does something similar to that. But I don't know. I do have faith in Glenn in that retrospect. But like you said, like we got to put a lot of pressure and heavy and all the time on Rodgers.
Yeah.
And make him panic and make him look like he did when he was on us. Because he can't scramble like he used to. If you give him time, like you said, he will kill us. But if you put his feet to the burners and on them coals, he starts getting them happy feet. And you mess with him psychological, you're good.
Yeah. You put some fire on him, you start banging. He's an older guy. You start banging around, put some fire to him, and we'll see something different. Listen, Rusty.
And cue up the middle now. Oh, go ahead.
No.
Bad, dude.
Yeah. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, I was going to say, cue up the middle now. Now they're going to have to make a choice with who'd we get? Harrison? Harris, the guy from Minnesota?
Mm-hmm.
Pick your poison. You're going to have to double somebody, and you can't double both of those guys. So you're going to get pressure up that middle. And with the two, you know, we got people coming on out all ends. So
and we better be able to stop the run too, because if we get ran on, baby, it's gonna be a long game. Yeah. If the Steelers run on us and we still struggling to stop the run like we was last season, it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long season.
Exactly. That's when everybody starts watching more college football and seeing what we can get for draft picks. That's when that time's in.
Talk to me, Rusty.
Listen, true.
Rusty, before I let you go, my final question for you: give me the 3 keys to victory for the Jets, and give me your final score prediction quickly.
3 keys to victory would be, I think, special teams is going to come in huge. Whether it's Folk, kick returns, which I hate Gibson. Hopefully, it's somebody else. And so it would be special teams, offensive line now, and I think it's going to be on our linebackers too. I think our defensive linebacker. Okay. In a good way. But yeah.
Give me your final
Rodgers
score.
Likes going over the middle and quick.
What's your final score?
I think it's going to be gross, gritty, and dirty. But I don't know. I'm thinking like we pull out some weird type of, I don't know, like 15 to like 12 or something like that. A touchdown, field goals, and something weird, and try and hold them to a touchdown, a blocked extra points, and 2 field goals. So yeah, like something weird, like 12 to 15.
12-15, Jets get a W?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something weird.
Okay. Listen, Rusty, I
It's
want
1
to
o'clock too, so thank God.
thank you for calling in, Rusty. Next time I have a show, I want to hear from you, all right?
Absolute salutes to you, Joe, and salutes to the fellow Savages. Let's go, Jets.
Salutes. Thank you. Listen, Rusty got a W. Rusty got a W in the building. Val, I see you in the building. Call back in if you can. Rusty taking the Jets, man. Rusty is taking the Jets to get a W. All right? That's one tonight. I'm looking around and I'm telling you, if the Jets cannot get pressure on Aaron Rodgers, man, it is going to be a long night for the New York Jets. Let me tell you. Val, is this you?
Joe, salute.
Salutes, Val. First of all, for those of you that do not know Val, this man is a savage. Val, salutes. Good to speak with you, man. Val, Vera-Tucker, gone for the season, man. Or as of right now, triceps injury. It's not looking good, though, from what everything that's been reported. What are your thoughts, man?
Man, oh man. Salute to the Savages. Salute, Joe. Thank you for taking the call and everything like that. Man, it's just like we was definitely looking for, ABT to really have that breakout season for him to stay healthy so he could get that contract, because this is his contract year and everything. So, it's just unfortunate that it happened. I mean, it's just like, we didn't even get to see him out there. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even get to see that top 5 offensive line that they was, claiming that we was going to be this year. You know what I'm saying? Because we was actually projected to be one of the top offensive line this season, and it just sucks that he just keeps getting hit with the injury bug. And it's unfortunate because this man is very talented. It's just the injuries that just keeps him back. I don't know why, but hopefully he has a speedy recovery. Hopefully it's not a season-ending injury, and I just hope that he can get back to fully healthy, man. It sucks for us,
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens as we continue to go forward. Because, man, oh, man, I'm hoping that, again, he's getting that second opinion. I'm hoping it's not a season ender, but that's what has been reported so far. All right, so we'll see what happens. But like you said, man, this offensive line, it's going to suck, having Vera-Tucker go down. But, hey, we got to put Myers, back at that center position, slide Tippmann over into that guard spot. And we got to go out there because it's and it sucks to say this, but it's next man up. Realistically, like it's next man up. You got to keep going forward. No team is going to be like, oh, well, you guys lost Vera-Tucker. That's one of your best linemen. We'll take it easy. They're not going to do that. They're going to keep marching forward.
Nope.
So I'm looking at this Steelers game, man, and I'm saying to myself, you look at this Jets offense, like, do you think they'll be able to run the football effectively against this Steelers front? Because they are nasty up front.
We can. They are nasty up front. I can't even lie to you, Joe. Our rookie's going to definitely have a field day because, they got their offensive line Watt. Defensive lineman Watt over there. So, he's going to definitely – TJ Watt is going to be definitely, aiming to get at Justin Fields. So, Justin Fields is going to definitely – well, he knows how they play. So, so he has knowledge of how the Steelers are and everything, especially defensively. So – I just hope that he could give some pointers out to the offensive line of what he has knowledge of, what he, dealt with last season. So, if he could bring it on to our team so we can have some knowledge of what they like to do and what they don't like to do. But I'm pretty sure the coaching staff is on top of it. But, man, it just sucks that we're not going to be having AVT out there because that was our blanket. But I feel like, they do have some good depth. You know what I'm saying? They do have some good depth at offensive line, so I just hope that the offensive line could definitely hold up and they have a good game plan of, how they're going to run the ball. And to answer your question, I definitely think we could be effective, but I just believe that, they're gonna load up that box.
Yeah.
They're going to load up that box.
Yep.
And just like how I say, Justin Fields knows that team. Well, Mike Tomlin definitely knows Justin Fields and what he likes to do and what he doesn't like to do. So they have a lot of knowledge on Fields. So it could go either way. But I do believe they're going to load up that box. I do believe they're going to try to take away the the short game passing and stuff. And also, I do feel like they're gonna try to double team on Garrett Wilson. And I know I'm jumping ahead, but
No, go ahead.
I just feel like we gotta run that ball.
Oh,
sure.
yes. Oh, yes. And that's what listen, you could go ahead, talk your talk. Listen, I've talked about this tonight. I'm gonna keep saying it. The Jets have to run the football effectively against the Steelers. If we go out there and ask Justin Fields to try to throw a bunch of deep shots downfield, try to throw for 350 to save us, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. They have to run the football effectively. This offensive line has got to open up holes. Brees and Braylon have got to do their thing. They've got to know. They've got to get this done. They have to. If we can't run the football against the Steelers, I'm telling you, it's going to be 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. They're going to pin their ears back, and Watt and the rest of these guys are just going to have a field day. They just are. And we're going to be in a lot of issues. Yeah. And once you get behind against a team like the Steelers, it's very disciplined. It's very hard to get back, especially if you get behind by two touchdowns. You're gonna have some problems because they're so disciplined and so solid in their play. So it's like we've got to come out.
It's not the November Steelers. You know, this is that's when they start declining in November, December, and when it comes closer to the playoffs. The beginning, that's when they really start heating up. So you got to definitely take full advantage. So,
so I'm looking at it, man. I'm saying to myself, you got to start fast. And this is, and again, you know, especially with them dialing things that the blitz is coming, you got to utilize Brees in the receiving game. There's no reason why, you know, in this game, we shouldn't see Brees Hall. There be plays called specifically to get him the ball. Find a way. We see the Saints do it with Alvin Kamara. We see various other teams, right, do this around the league where they have their back, and that guy's going to get the football and be given an ability to move and shake and take care of things. You know what I'm saying, in the open field somewhere, whether it be some screens, whether it be some design stuff just to get him across the middle, get him a quick hit and let him make his decisions and, you know, make some plays and get down the field, something to get Brees Hall the football in his hands in the passing game. I think that will really help alleviate some of the pressure from Justin Fields. What are your thoughts?
I absolutely agree with you because he's going to – listen, he's a dynamic duo, you know what I'm saying? And you could also put Braylon Allen. You could have 2 running backs out there, you know what I'm saying, to try to mix it up and stuff, to try to throw the defense off. And I do believe that we're going to actually go for it more on 4th down because they're going to bring that the Detroit Lions situation over here. You know, for me, I call it Madden. It's called Madden mode when you go for it on 4th down, no matter what it is. I feel like we're going to do that.
The constant gambler.
We've seen that in the preseason. Yeah. We've seen that in the preseason, and they're smart. They're going to take Brees Hall out. They're going to put Braylon Allen out there and try to power back to go for those first downs or probably a QB sneak or RPO. So I do believe we're going to be a lot more aggressive this time around. We're not going to play scared like how we was with Salah or anything like that. And to answer your question, when it comes to Brees Hall, I do believe they're going to have him, you know, catching the ball a lot more. It's not Nathaniel Hackett actually calling plays and finding out how he knows how to catch the ball in week 11 and stuff. So I do believe that they're very aware of that he has a lot of talent that they're going to try to utilize that as much as possible. And how do you feel about Garrett Wilson being in the slot?
Listen, whatever. I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. Whatever will allow him to get the ball in his hands. And we see a lot of teams do that too, move their guy around. Like, I mean, you saw DK Metcalf even when he was with the Seahawks. They would move him around. Of course, he's their number 1 wide receiver. We all knew that. But he would attack the defense from different positions within, you know, the receiving, the receiving core. Sometimes he would be a slot. He'd be running a certain route. Sometimes he'd be outside. So I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with Garrett Wilson being moved around the offense, being in the slot, making plays from the slot. No issues whatsoever. But I want to see him be utilized within his offense. That was the issue we had last season, remember? Like, often he would just kind of disappear. And we would be like, do you know we got – yeah, do you know we got Garrett Wilson? Like, why isn't there plays designed to get him the ball? So I'm good with that. If you want to put him in the slot, I'm sure they're going to put him outside too. Do what you got to do. But my biggest concern with this wideout group is, hey, who's going to step up and be that number 2? Because if they come out and identify – it's pretty obvious, right? You play the Jets, all you got to say is, hey, look, Garrett Wilson is the guy. Let's double him.
Yep.
Let's double him, and then let's see what else they got. Somebody's got to step up, bro. Somebody's got to step up. And to this point, I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know who's going to be because I don't trust Lazard. Gibson, I don't know. Arian Smith is a rook. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know who's going to be the guy to step up. Is it Josh Reynolds? Can he handle the pressure if Garrett Wilson is getting doubled? I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I mean, and that's the problem, man. It's just like, I understand. And that's kind of my thoughts right there too. Because are they giving Justin Fields the much more? I mean, are they utilizing Justin Fields as much as possible, giving him as much weapons as possible? Because this kid has not been dealt right throughout his whole career, basically. You know what I'm saying? I just really wanted to get that second wide receiver in there, and it's just like, we got a lot of players that have a lot of potential, but I don't trust Alan Lazard, you know what I'm saying, to be that number 2, because we've seen this guy, he dropped a whole bunch of passes, even through Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was getting pissed off at him, and this is supposed to be his guy, you know what I'm saying? So we've seen him drop a lot of passes. We've seen, and we got to see how other players as well, too. Reynolds is another player that, is kind of a question mark, but he does have, like, some, history of, being decent. But we don't have no outstanding guys that is probably like a number 2, kind of like how the Bengals are. They're loaded with their offensive line. I mean, with their offense, with the wide receivers and stuff, and even their third wide receiver. So it's just like, for us, it's just a lot of question marks. But we already know what the defense is going to do. They're going to load up the box. They're going to try to double team on Garrett Wilson. And let's just say, and I want to knock on wood on this one, and I hope everybody's knocking on wood. What happens if, like, Garrett Wilson gets a little dinged up? You know what I'm saying? Then what happens?
Talk about it.
That's
happened in the past too. Yep.
Yeah, this is the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Anything could happen. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be prepared for the worst. And I just feel like we didn't really we really wasn't aggressive of trying to get that number 2 wide receiver, in my opinion. I feel like we should have really addressed that, because now it's just like really a question mark, and it's just like we're really just going out there just to, like I said, for people to fit the culture, to see who's going to go forward for next year. And I just feel like we're going to spend a lot more next year and, go forward with this new regime. Yeah. But like I said, so far so good. I just feel like the weapons is kind of lacking a little bit, because if you want to win some games, you got to have as much weapons as possible, and you have to have some deep threats, and you're going to have some players that could be playmakers out there. Because if you look at all the best teams, they always have, like, look at Kansas City. They had tons of wide receivers. They had a tight end. And, even them, they made it to where they made it to, because they always had weapons around Patrick Mahomes. And you could look at Lamar Jackson. You could look at the Buffalo Bills. But, it's just you have to have as much weapons to win as much games as possible. And I just feel like we kind of lack at that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, you're talking facts, and we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Salutes to Kel in the chat. Always good to see you in the building as well, Savage. He says, guys, there's no tape on Tanner Engelstrand's offense. This is what Tomlin said he was concerned about. They really do not know how to defend the Jets. We'll see. We'll see, Kel. But, I mean, Tanner is coming from the Lions. So there is, like, some type of, blueprint for his offense. I don't think he's going to come out and just run something completely foreign to what he knows. So there is kind of a basis, a blueprint on what to go off of. But,
I'll say something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no. All right. So I do believe, like, now that you just said that, like, there's a lot of tape on the lines, but they utilize the tight end a lot. So I do believe that we're going to utilize the tight end this year a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Because I see, even the Lions, they don't even have, like, a second wide receiver there. They mostly just have one wide receiver that's really their go-to, and then they utilize their tight end a lot as well, too, and their running back. So I do believe we're going with that, that, how can I say, that formula. So I do believe Mason Taylor is going to be a factor. I just hope that he can stand up to, his draft pick, basically, and bring what he brought from college to bring it to the NFLs. But he's going to have to learn really quick, because, the NFL is a whole different monster. But, I just hope that – and Justin Fields is another player that actually utilizes his tight end as well, too. He likes to throw it to the his comfortability, which is the tight end, and to people that are kind of like close in the slots and stuff like that. And he also has a deep ball, but I do believe that we're gonna utilize the tight end.
Yeah, and listen, that's why I've been saying that I think that Mason Taylor is gonna have a big year within this offense. He kind of has to, because there's no number 2. But if you look at that Lions offense, which I think is kind of the blueprint for what we're going to be running here, I mean, they've already talked about we're going to run the football. They've all but told you that. Like, and I think they've said some things about how, hey, Aaron Glenn has talked about how they have 3 backs and they're going to utilize all 3 backs this year. That leads to you thinking, or, you know, pretty much saying, hey, we're going to run the football a lot. You know who else runs the football a lot? The Lions. They run the football a lot, okay? They run the football a lot. So I think we got a blueprint there. Mason Taylor's going to be a big part of the offense. I think he has to, because that number 2 spot, I don't know what's going to come out of that scrum, but I also think that Breece Hall, that passing game, he's going to be a guy we're going to see quite a bit of receptions from this year. It's been a great, great call from you, Val. Now, before I let you go, my final question. Give me your biggest concern for the Steelers on the offensive side of the ball. Like, what is your biggest concern on their offense? Are you worried the most about their running game? Are you worried the most about DK Metcalf? What is it?
I think, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, Joe. I think Sauce really knows how to play DK, because every time Sauce is on DK, he always shuts him down. So I believe Sauce got DK for sure. So he's not really a concern.
Okay.
I believe the running game is gonna be a problem as well too. And also what Kel said in the chat is, you know, Aaron Glenn does know Aaron Rodgers, and I'm not going to lie to you. He kind of shut down Aaron Rodgers a couple of times, even when he was with the Green Bay Packers, and kind of packed him up to, you know, not even make the playoffs and stuff. So I do believe Aaron Glenn knows how to play Aaron Rodgers. And also, to answer your question, so it's going to be running back. It's going to be, to stop the run. It's going to also be probably special teams, and it's also going to be, like, you know, the defensive line. You know, we're going to have to try to beat that defensive line. So those are my 3 concerns.
Okay. Give me your final score prediction, man.
All right, let's go. Listen, here we go. No running. We're gonna definitely put that score out there. It's gonna be
not gonna run this week, huh? You.
No,
I'm telling you, it was a light jog that week. It was a light jog. I said, hey, where you going? And you sped up. I was like, bro, is he running? All of a sudden, he on the track. Val taking off. I'm like, wow, the 100 meter, he took off. I'm like, damn. Okay, sometimes I guess you got to go for a run. You know what I'm saying? Keep your cardio good.
You got to.
Okay.
All right, so I got the Jets winning 20-17, us stealing the game, and I do believe, like, it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a lot of field goals, and it's gonna be a lot of I definitely think we can steal one for sure. So I got the Jets winning 20-17.
Okay, 20-17. Val takes the Jets. Val, I want to thank you for calling in. Next time I have a show, I want to hear from you, all right?
Absolutely, Joe. And as we're going to win this game, as we won in the court, you know what I'm saying? I do believe we took that victory in the defamation of character, you know what I'm saying? So all is winning. Shout out to Blog Talk.
I'm going to get you up out of here. Peace out, Val. Have a good one. Get him out of here. Ain't nobody win nothing in court. Blog Talk is trash. All right, I'm not even going back to there. They didn't win nothing in court. Them boys is lying to you. All right, Steve, we're going to come to you. Them boys is straight lying. We won something in court. Get up out of here with that nonsense. Nobody win nothing. Steve, is that you?
Hello, Joe. How you doing?
Salute, Steve. It's good to hear from you. I'm doing all right, man. Listen, I want to thank you for calling in and getting right back to you. It's time to talk Jets, man. Elijah Vera-Tucker, man, big injury down with the triceps. What are your thoughts about this, man? How are you feeling?
Yeah, unfortunately it sucks, but hey, listen, you know something? One thing is, Joe, is that, we've got, obviously, like, let's just say we can have Tippmann, move to his position, and then, we got Myers that can play center. Tippmann, I think, can definitely step up and play, at the guard position. And, we got another veteran center in Myers, Listen, it sucks what happened to Vera-Tucker. I mean, Vera-Tucker was even named a team captain this year, but now it's most likely he's not going to play for the season.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Again, he's getting that second opinion, and I'm hoping that second opinion, yields some better results. I'm hoping that he'll get back. We'll see. All right, but it sucks to lose him. So we're talking about this offensive line. We're going into this Steelers game. Steve, how concerned are you about the pressure that the Steelers are going to bring? You know, offensive line getting shaken up, Mimbu on that right side, rookie. What are your thoughts about it, man? Do you think this offensive line will be able to hold up to what the Steelers are going to bring?
Well, I'll tell you this. Even if, let's say, if Vera-Tucker was going to be playing in this game, which obviously now it's most likely not going to, let me just say something. Going up against the Steelers front set on their defense, it's going to definitely be a challenge. I mean, it all starts with TJ Watt. You know, let me just say this. TJ Watt, without a doubt, in my opinion, is probably the best pass rusher in the game. When he is on the field for Pittsburgh, he's very, very tough to go up against. And the thing is, like, it's just not him. It's also, like, Cameron Hayward is another player they also got to watch out for, too, on the defense as well. And, I mean, it's just not only that. You know, they obviously added, you know, Jalen Ramsey to their secondary. You know, that's going to be a challenge as well. I mean, listen, the Jets are definitely in for a really, really, really tough test. But I just think that going into this game, I think this game is going to be a defensive battle, in my opinion.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. So
I think this game is going to be a defensive battle. I mean, listen. Obviously, I know Aaron Glenn wants to run the ball against the defense and try not to make not try to put too much pressure on Fields to pass. But I mean, the problem is if Pittsburgh is going to be stopping the run, then Fields is obviously going to have to pass.
Well, when you say you know, stopping the run, do you think that part of the Jets' run game will include packages of RPOs to allow Justin Fields to utilize his athletic ability as well against the Steelers defense?
Yeah, no, definitely, because obviously, you know, that's the thing. Because I mean, listen, the Steelers obviously know Justin Fields very well because remember, he used to play for them last year.
Yeah, you know, that's facts. I think that's something, a wrinkle that we'll see. And maybe that will help, again, open up that Steelers defense, keeping them honest, you know, because there's a lot of things that can open up from that. You think you hand it out to Breece Hall, he pulls it back. Next thing you know, it's a pass. There's a lot of things that can happen. But like you said, I think the Jets have to run the football effectively against this Steelers defense because if they can't keep them honest, especially if they can't win those early downs, if you end up 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 9, baby. TJ Watt, he's coming to town. You feel me? He's coming to town, and he's gonna pin his ears back.
So, Joe. I guess, Joe, I'll ask you this: Do you think that Aaron Glenn is gonna get this team prepared for this first upcoming game?
That's a great question. I think he will. I think he should. I think, you know, this opening game, as much as people are trying to act like there's not a lot of pressure on this Jets team to win this game, to beat Aaron Rodgers, I don't think that that's true. I don't. And I've said this already. If the Jets go out here and look sloppy against Aaron Rodgers, okay, and this Steelers football team, you're going to have Jets fans go nuts. If the Jets get blown out or get beat really bad against Aaron Rodgers and this Aaron Rodgers-led Steelers team, you're never going to hear the end of it. You're not. There are going to be Jets fans that are screaming, the season's over. We never should have let Aaron Rodgers go. This was the wrong coaching staff to hire and bring in here. They did this. Aaron Rodgers is going to have major success with the Steelers. We stink. That's a fact. That's what's going to happen. And the Jets media is going to go nuts with it. That's what's going to happen. So it's extremely important that he comes out and has this team ready to go on all gears. Now, if the Jets lose this game, but it's a tight, tough game, I don't think anyone is going to go nuts. I mean, some Jets fans will, but it is what it is. But I don't think anyone legitimately is going to go crazy. But if they come out and look sloppy, if they come out get beat bad, looking how they looked against the Giants in preseason, just sloppy, everything just all over the place, you'll never hear the end of it. I'm
no, and let me tell you something, Joe. Aaron Glenn, I remember after that game against the Giants in the preseason, even though it was only a preseason game, he yelled at that whole entire team after the game. I don't know if you even heard the reports. He yelled at that whole entire team after the game.
Yeah. I mean, you should have, because I tell you what, man, that was again, that was preseason. But there's things, and there's also other stuff we saw in the preseason too that's got to be cleaned up. Penalties. I want to see if Aaron Rodgers is going to ensure that this Jets team is not heavily penalized. Because if you go out there and get those sloppy penalties, stuff that we saw, hitting guys out of bounds, you're offside, stuff like that, you give Aaron Rodgers, an Aaron Rodgers-led offense, free yardage, they're going to punch that in. That's going to turn into points for sure. So that's another thing I want to see, get cleaned up. And I'm hoping, again, that Aaron Glenn's going to have these guys fully prepared and ready. What are your thoughts about this Jets defense, though? We talked about the offense, Steve. This defense, do you think they'll be able to get after Aaron Rodgers? I mean, how many sacks do you think Will McDonald will have in this game?
Well, I mean, listen, it obviously depends. It's just not on Will McDonald. It's on Jermaine Johnson, Quinnen Williams, and all the rest of the guys on the defense. The one thing is I am going to say is Aaron Rodgers obviously did not take one snap during this preseason. Like, he took no snaps at all during this preseason. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. But the thing is that I think one thing that should be a concern is about facing Aaron Rodgers is Rodgers going to be rusty coming into this game? Because, he didn't take a snap in preseason. Obviously, there's going to be some other great matchups to watch in this game. Obviously, Garrett Wilson versus Jalen Ramsey. Sauce going up against DK Metcalf. Because DK Metcalf, in my opinion, was probably the biggest acquisition the Steelers got in the offseason. I mean, this is also going to be the first game, that Rodgers and Metcalf are actually going to play against each other. And the thing is, I don't know what kind of connection those two are going to have. Another matchup to watch is our running backs versus the Steelers linebackers. Steelers have two great linebackers in Alex Highsmith and Patrick Queen.
Yeah.
That's gonna be another battle to watch. But here's the thing. I think this Jets-Steelers game is going to be very, very, very close. But I think this game is going to be low scoring. It really, really depends on which defense, in my opinion, plays better in this game.
Okay. Listen, Steve, this has been a good call from you, man. Give me your 3 keys to victory, and then give me your final score prediction, man. Jets-Steelers.
The 3 keys to victory for the Jets is it starts on making Aaron Rodgers run away from pressure, because we've seen at times, Aaron Rodgers is 41 years old now, and if Aaron Rodgers cannot get away from pressure, if you got to force Rodgers to make mistakes, because listen, I know this is another thing. Steeler fans are going to be nervous about this game too, because they don't know what Aaron Rodgers is going to look like going into this game. So that's one of the key things. You got to put pressure on Aaron Rodgers. On the offensive side of the ball, what the Jets need to do is you need to run the ball against the Steelers. If you can run the ball very well and not put any less pressure on Fields, I think that's another key thing that they need to do. And finally, the last thing is it matters on field position in the game. Depending on field position, you can get better field position than the Steelers and take advantage of their situations, you'll win.
Yeah.
So if I had to do a prediction on a final score for this game, I'm going to go, for the first game of the year, I'm going to go 2016 Jets.
Oh, 2016 Jets. That's another. Listen, Steve, phenomenal call from you, man. You brought the fire tonight. I want to thank you for calling in. Next time I have a show, I want to hear from you.
Yeah, no problem, man. Good night.
All right. Listen, Steve calling in, and he was talking that talk, man. He's talking that talk. I know that there's a lot of people that aren't, that are looking around that are just saying, hey, Jets going to go out there and take care of business. I know people trying to say that Aaron Rodgers might be rusty, but I think the Steelers are always a well-coached football team. This is Tomlin we talking about. And I think that they're going to put together a really solid game plan. And if the Jets front cannot get after Aaron Rodgers and bang him around, it's a veteran guy. He's not a bum. His mind is still sharp. His mind is still sharp. Now, he might not be the same guy he was when he was, 24, 25, something like that, 23. But he's still Aaron Rodgers. This man's still a thinker. He still sees things. So I'm looking around and saying, you got to get pressure on him, man. You have to get pressure on Aaron Rodgers. And if we can't shut down their running game or at least keep it in check, we're going to have a lot of problems. We're going to have a lot of problems.
Name and phone number.
So I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping. So I'm hoping that we can keep that in check. I'm hoping we get after Aaron Rodgers. We'll see what happens going forward. Again, Jermaine Johnson's another guy I'm keeping my eyes on too, man. Coming back off that injury. I don't have like major big sack number expectations for him, but, because he's recovering from that injury. But if he can give us some pressure, if he can give us a little something, I think we'll be in a really, really good space. But Will McDonald is the guy that I think really will have a big season this year. And I think that this first game is really going to turn things up and turn things around for him. Well, not turn things around, but like turn things up on the season. And really turn things around for this Jets defense as they try to recover from what happened last season, right? Man, this is something else, and this is why it sucks to lose Elijah Vera-Tucker like this, because it's so important that the Jets utilize running the football effectively this year. It's paramount. Because if they cannot run the football effectively, if they can't ground and pound and drain the clock and keep the chain moving, that's more weight that you're going to put on Justin Fields, which I think that Justin Fields is solid. I know some people think he stinks and all these things. I think he can be a solid quarterback in this league. But the question is, outside of Garrett Wilson, who else is the offensive playmaker at wideout? That's what I'm wondering. Let me get back to the Savages in the chat. Salutes to all the Savages. Again, the number is 885-0467. Phenom, I think we were trying to come back to you. We lost you. So call back in if you can. Man, salutes. All right. To Jim Page. He says, the only thing that will satisfy me is sacking the crap out of Rodgers. Me as well. I'd like to see Rodgers take a couple shots. Quentin Williams, smack him. A couple other guys smack him as well. All right. Salutes to Kel. He says, don't forget, AG knows Rodgers. Yeah. Aaron Glenn has some knowledge of Aaron Rodgers for sure. All right. So as we continue on here, I'm going to give you folks my prediction as I wrap up here. This has been a great show. Okay. I'm going to start with the offensive side. I want to see Justin Fields be able to be out there and comfortable. Okay. This Jets offensive line got to hold up. I know Vera-Tucker is gone, not going to be playing. But we saw this line in the preseason, and it was all right. Right? Give Justin a little bit of time. I want the offensive game plan to really fit, what he does well. Go to his strengths. Get him some stuff early, some little easy throws early. Let him work himself into the game. The offensive game plan, I think, should be really based around running the football. Okay? Let's do some different things. Get some pulls, get guys outside, get Breece Hall outside those tackles, get running. I want to see them run left a lot behind Olu. A lot. I know that Mimbu's going to be tested. I want to see Tanner Inglestrand make the adjustment, because we all know that they're going to stack Mimbu's side. That right side is going to be hot all night long. And I want to see how Inglestrand and his staff adjust to that, because we've seen Jets staffs, offensive staff, struggle to make adjustments when things have heated up in the past. So I want to see Inglestrand adjust to that. I think Breece is going to have a big night. I think he's going to be utilized in the passing game and the running game. I do think that Braylon Allen is definitely going to get his carries as well as Isaiah, but I just got a feeling that Breece Hall is really going to be the big swing in this game. He's going to be the guy that's really going to carry the load for this team offensively. For some reason, I just feel that. I do think that Garrett Wilson is going to make plays for sure, but I think this is going to kind of be a Breece Hall night. That's just how I feel. It's just going to be a Breece Hall day. Jets defense, I think early is probably going to struggle to stop the Steelers running game, but I think they'll get a clamp on it probably in around end of the first, second quarter. I don't think they'll just be running crazy wild, but I think, they'll move the chains running the football and be like, what's going on here? And then eventually the Jets defense will settle down and clamp things up. I do think we'll see some things from DK, but I think that Sauce is going to pretty much relatively shut him down. He's not going to get much. I'm a little concerned about their other wide receiver, though, Calvin Austin. A little bit worried about him. But I think Stevens will kind of keep him in check a little bit. But I think he'll have more yardage than Metcalf in this game. That's just how I feel. But I'm very concerned about the Steelers' tight ends. I think Freiermuth and Jonnu Smith are going to be able to make plays against the New York Jets defense. Jets have struggled to stop tight ends for years, and I think that those guys are going to have days against us, and I think that those are going to be the guys that are going to make plays. I also think that Warren as well, coming out the backfield, is going to kind of be a thorn in the Jets' side. But I do think that the Jets are going to be able to withstand a lot of these issues. So in my score prediction, I am taking the Jets to beat the Steelers. Week 1, I'm taking the Jets to beat the Steelers. I don't think it's going to be as low scoring as everybody else thinks it's going to be. I know some people saying like 10-7, 12-14, 13-15, stuff like that. I am taking the Jets to beat the Steelers. 24-21. I think the Jets withstand just enough, pull away late, and get a field goal, take the game. I'm taking the Jets to beat the Steelers 24-21. That's what I got. So, listen, folks, phenomenal show tonight. I want to thank everybody for calling in, okay, and chit-chatting with your boy. Salutes to all the savages in the chat. I see y'all in the building, all right? But we're going to go ahead and close up the show. Listen, I am the man of the people. I'm here for the people. Let me shamelessly promote my Facebook page. Everyone go on Facebook. Search the Long Beach Joe. Okay. Like that page. My content's up there. Go ahead and give it a listen. Message me. I'll message you right back. You want to go back and forth with me? No problem. Okay. I'll go right back and forth with you. And always, people, leave me some feedback because I love hearing about what you folks think I do here on the Long Beach Joe Show. I'm also on Twitter as well. Going over to Twitter. Okay. Type in @the Long Beach Joe, @the Long Beach Joe on Twitter. Follow your boy. I'll follow you right back. You want to troll me? No issues. I am the troll that lives under the bridge, and I will have my Vera-Tucker jersey on at all times. At all times, man. It's tough. I'm hoping that he's able to come back, but, we'll see. Second opinion. Okay, second opinion, but we will see. All right. Oh, man. We will see. But we'll be down there trolling. I'm also on YouTube as well. For those of you that may not know. Going over to YouTube. Type in Long Beach Joe Jets. Long Beach Joe Jets on YouTube. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Hit all so when I post content, you will be in the know. Give the stream and the video a thumbs up. And if you're going to troll me, get in those comments and troll me. Let's go back and forth. All right. And as always, people, when you see me in person, it is arms out, chest open. Free hugs for everyone. All right. Free hugs for everyone. Okay. The hugs will cost you absolutely nothing. No matter what anyone tells you, the hugs will always remain free. I want to thank you folks for listening. I want to thank you folks for interacting with the show however you interact or you comment or however you do. Okay. I want to thank you folks for being around. All right. Without you people, I'm nothing. I want to thank you folks for doing that. So until the next show, you folks have a good one. Peace. 1 second, folks. Pow. Okay. Listen, I got to get out of here, folks. Okay. Salutes to all the savages. All right. In the chat. I apologize for starting late tonight, y'all. But, had to do what I had to do. All right. I will be watching the game with y'all. Okay. I'll be watching the game with you. Your boy's going to be there. Okay. So please pull up. We'll be watching the game together, and then we'll have a live show after the game. Give me 1 second. 1 second here. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll be having a live show directly after the game, and we're gonna have a lot of fun and laugh. Hopefully after a big Jets victory. Okay, big Jets victory. All right. Everybody tonight on the show took the Jets. All right. I'm excited about that. Excited about it. Ready to go. So that's my link tree in the chat. Click that link tree as the links to all of my social media platforms. Also has the link to all of my YouTube pages. I do reactions and all kind of stuff. More of that stuff is coming. Just my schedule is wild right now. But I'm definitely getting down and getting to it. Okay. So please get involved with all that. Subscribe to all my channels. Subscribe to this one if you haven't already, and get involved with everything that I'm doing. As y'all see tonight, okay, we do these shows year round. Okay, year round. All right. Now I take live call-ins, as y'all see. Now the way to call into the show may change in the future. I will let y'all know if that happens. But as of right now, this is what we're doing. Okay. So when you call in, if I miss your call, I'll call you right back. I'll get right back to you. But also make sure when you call in, please make sure you have a good phone. Please make sure that you have a good connection and that there's no crazy background noise. All right. If your background noise is wild, I actually, please correct it. But if it's like super wild and continues, I'll just move on. Because if I can't hear you and my audience can't hear you, like, what can we do? Right? What can we do? Also, when you call in, please know that there's no cursing on my show. Don't call into my show cursing, because I'll get you out of here fast. I'm talking fast. Okay. Fast. I don't stand for that. Why? Because this is YouTube. Okay, this is YouTube. YouTube, very sensitive. All right. And I love YouTube, so I got to watch it. Okay. I love YouTube, so I will listen to YouTube. All right. So watch your language when you call into here. No cursing. If it's, I'll ask you, hey, please, no cursing, family show. But if you keep going, I'll get you out of here. But if it's bad enough the first time, I'll just hang up on you. All right. And again, this is YouTube, but it's also a family show. Okay. I have old people to listen to me, young people. I have to respect them. Okay. But yeah, I get to everybody, as y'all heard tonight. A lot of great calls, a lot of great callers. And we talk that talk over here. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Again, we do this year round. Sometimes I game on this channel too. So if you catch me gaming, I'll get back to that at some point. Come on in, say what's up with your boy, and, sit and talk to us. We have a lot of fun doing that. All right. Salute to all the savages in the chat, man. Absolutely nothing but respect to y'all. Outlaw, I see you in the building. Salutes. Outlaw, Rusty Spooner, salutes. Rusty and Outlaw going back and forth talking about how they've won. Talking about how they've won some mythical case. That never happened, okay? They're just lucky Blog Talk is not around anymore, all right? Because they're guilty, okay? And we all know it. Anywho, I'm moving forward, okay? Rusty says, oh, here we go with the slander. Meanwhile, we were proven innocent without a doubt in court. I will continue to speak the truth. The truth is not slander. It is only the truth. But okay. All right. Salutes to Rusty. Salutes to Val. Salutes to Sean Sharp. Good to see you in the building as well. Always good to see you. Salutes to Kale. Salutes. All right. Salutes to No Limit Hero. Always good to see you in the building as well. All right. Salutes to Lamar. Good to see you in the building as well. Man. Salutes to everybody, man. JD. Deontay, Phenom, always good to see y'all in the building, man. Checking out everything I got going on over here. And again, we'll continue forward, continue to do shows, all right, throughout this season and continuing on throughout the year. All right. So listen, I got to get out of here. Okay, folks, I got to go. All right. Got to go. Listen, be safe, folks. Be safe. Okay. There's a lot of crazy things going on in this world. Do not ask me why. Don't, because I don't know. I really don't know. All right. Sit down with your friends and your family. Have some good food, right? Watch some good TV. Eat some great meals together. And let the people that you love know that you love them. All right. It's important to me in my life, and I hope it's important to you in yours. Okay. So I'll see you folks Sunday. We're gonna watch the game together and have a good old time. And then after the game, we'll have a live show. All right. Same bat channel, same bat time. Salutes to everybody. Okay. Val, Rusty, you guys didn't get away. All right. Salutes to everybody. JD, Phenom, Sean, Lamar, everybody, man, that came on by and said, what's up, Kel? Salutes to everybody. So until the next show, I'll see y'all Sunday. You folks have a good one.